Hey guys, Brienne here on Morrow Hill, and the kids and I are getting ready to do a little feed. Very calm morning here on the hill. You can hear all the animals. Barbie and Tigger have been kind of calling to me. The goats, of course, they don't stop. We even got baby goats calling me over here, and some peacocks that are apparently making a bed on my dad's trailer. Sorry, I disturbed you. Sorry I disturbed you. We're getting ready to do a little feed. I want to tell y'all a story about my goats and show y'all a new little product that I bought for them. So back here, I've got goat feed. This is what I want to talk to y'all about. I had to start doing a sweet feed pellet. Before, I just gave a regular goat pellet with no molasses in it, because molasses is not always great for male neutered goats. Not saying that molasses will for certain cause urinary calculi or calcium buildup to cause blockage in stones, but it has the potential to do that, which is why I didn't give sweet feed. However, when the goats went and stayed with Jake, Jake feeds a sweet feed pellet, a molasses based pellet, whatever you want to call it. And that is perfectly fine, because Jake only has a girl goat. Ball goat, and Bambi isn't Jake's, but you know, she eats over there when Ball goat eats over there too. So molasses in the feed is fine for them. It's okay for girl goats. Goodness, the flies are crazy. But when my goats were over with Jake, they got a little bit spoiled to this sweet feed. And now they don't like my goat pellets. They'll eat them when they get hungry enough, but they do not like them as much, for sure. This is what I wanted to show y'all. This is not a drug bag, okay? Oh, Jesus, I shouldn't have said it. Please don't demonetize me. This is ammonium nitrate. I do not want to scrap this entire part of the video, but I goofed and I said the wrong name. It's not ammonium nitrate. And don't get me lying and say that I know exactly what that is, but this stuff is ammonium chloride. But just know, I said the wrong name of this stuff probably over and over again, and it's ammonium... Shoot, what is it? Ammonium chloride, if I'm remembering that correctly. I've started visiting a new feed store, and I'm telling y'all, Mr. Knox, the man that owns that feed store, is a very knowledgeable man about animals, and I had never even heard of this or what it was used for. And apparently, if you put this in a salt shaker, sprinkle it on the goat's food, the ammonium will help dissolve the calcium. It'll help, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I'm trying to do this just from memory of what the man at the feed store told me. It'll help break up the calcium and decrease the chances of them getting stones. So if the goats have to have a molasses-based pellet, I'm going to put some of this in a salt shaker and sprinkle it on the food. I just had Pop taste this. Very safe. I've tasted some too. Hold on. If the cops pulled me over with this in the car, I would just have to tell them to taste it so they knew that it was a drug. See this? Right, oh, right here. It's salt. It's salty. Salty. I don't even know if the goats are going to eat this, but he says you got to use the tiniest amount. Oh my gosh, the flies are driving me nuts. Goat food. Barbie food. She gets Nutrina Triumph 12-8. Tigger food. Oh look, I got this new scoop at the feed store too. Tigger food is a Pro-Force fuel. And they all got a bit of black oil sunflower seeds in here for a little treat as well. And I tell their food apart by the color, because Barbie's food is lighter like her hair. Tigger's food is darker like his hair. They both get a flake of alfalfa, and we got some for the goats too. That's okay, Pop. We don't mind loaning you Bella alfalfa.
Not a bale, it's a block.
A block. I'm sorry. It's called a flake.
A flake.
It's called a flake.
Who calls it a flake?
Look it up on the Google.
Hey, Google was not written for East Texas. East Texas, it's a block.
So you're saying we can just, in East Texas, we could just call things whatever we please?
We always have.
You're not wrong.
We don't go with it.
Okay, well, Pop, I am happy to loan you a block of alfalfa.
That's all I asked for. I didn't ask for this here lecture.
Okay, I'm sorry. You go on with your block of alfalfa. I do not have a salt shaker today. Hey, excuse me, sir. I need... Okay, this isn't working. Well... Yeah, it's really not working. Okay. Let's just get a little more and try to... Held it in my hands too long. I think that's what happened. It got all clumpy and stuck to my hands. Yeah, that'll work for now. I'll get a salt shaker this afternoon for you guys for next time, okay? Yeah, you two big boys. No, sir, you're not gonna do that. There you go. Yes, you fight the big boy over the food, not my pickles. Not my pickles. There's another bowl right here. I don't know what you're doing. Come on, Lefty. Good boy. You're a good goat, Lefty. Elfie's a nuisance animal, huh? And my little Mr. Pickles just minding his own business. Hey, Punky. What has happened to you? Come here. What is on you? Did those little girls do that to you? You handsome boy, and those little girls, they really spruced you up with some butterfly hair clips. You look so beautiful. You're just the most beautiful boy. What is that? Did those little girls do that to you? Why'd you let them do that? I cannot get that salty stuff off my hands. I can't see it anymore, but I can feel it. I got the hay bag filled up with as much hay as I can carry over here. We still got, I actually need to bring some of these over here. It feels like those got wet. Also, this is completely different now. I have more holes and dug up areas in the yard, but these are way different. Nothing is making mounds. Something is making holes that look like they lead nowhere. They just stop. Like this. Hello, handsome. Go ahead. I don't know what that is. So I'm about to go in and feed the horses. And there have been some comments lately that I just want to address. And I'm not upset. I'm just explaining to you guys. So I hope y'all don't take it wrong. There have been a lot of comments about what Courtney did with Barbie and Tigger whenever they were there. And I'm going to point out, as being the person who's here all the time and deals with them even off of camera, that I see a magnificent difference in Barbie. And that's with me being able to touch all over her, rub under her belly. She does greet me in the pasture when I go in, even without food. She greets me in the pasture. She wants me to love on her and pet her. Sometimes after I deal with her for a really long time, especially unhaltered, unrestrained at all, just out in the open pasture, she does let me know when she's had enough, but that's typical. Barbie does have an attitude. We know how Barbie is. So as far as groundwork, Courtney did so much with her, did such an amazing job. And we have had the occasional escape, 2 escapes since they've been home in weeks. Is not that bad, okay? Not that bad. And a lot of the things that y'all see, I will take full responsibility for. It has been my lack of horsemanship, I guess you could say. And that is me knowing what I should be doing and correcting the behaviors, such as them bombarding me at the gate. And I am doing that it was just kind of hard for me to start doing at first because I'm still focused on having these bonding experiences and making them love me. And I just need to come to terms with the fact that I can do both. I can do both. I can reprimand, and I don't want to say punish because that doesn't sound right, but I can teach them the things that they're not supposed to be doing and still have that bonding with them too. So that's, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. They weren't the first to get fed, and they saw me out and about feeding, so now they're gonna wait here at the gate. And food or not, when this gate opens, they will try to run. So this is me trying to teach them that they should not be by the gate. I don't have to swing, I don't have to move it. They see it, they know, back up. I'm gonna open the gate. I'm gonna let them see that it's open. Y'all might have heard my whip, but I got stuck in my rearview window back there. It's a pretty long thing. So I'm just standing here at this open gate with my crop showing them, do not come over here to this gate. Thank you. Thank you. We've done this a few days in a row and they have not tried to leave again. Are y'all ready to roll? Oh. Now are y'all ready to roll? Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I know it. Oh, y'all's ducks gotta leave real fast. My stalls are so atrocious right now that I do not even want to show y'all. And here's my problem. Well, I haven't cleaned them yet because I'm looking for a solution and I can't wait anymore, okay? And I know this is gonna be silly. I don't know what to do with my shavings and the poop when I throw them out of the stalls and replace them with new ones. Because I know everyone else up here who uses shavings as bedding will just, go out and put them behind the barn and start kind of a compost pile. I don't have a compost bin, and this pasture is the first thing people see when they drive up, and I don't just want a huge pile of ugly looking shavings back here. But to move them out of here, do you know how many tractor buckets that would take? Just to get those shavings out of here and take them to the back, that would be a lot of trips with the tractor bucket, which I guess I could do, but I guess I'm looking for kind of an easier solution. I might just have to make a big ugly pile of shavings if that's what I have to do before I can build a proper compost bin. What do people do with their shavings? What do y'all think I should do? Just come put them behind this barn? Hey, what are you doing over here, buddy? What are you doing? I've also got to get to this. I'm fully aware. I have a big chicken coop project going on though that I'm about to go get back to today because I really, really need to have that done. So guys, this is what I was saying about priorities. This is just gonna have to wait. As much as it's killing me sitting here, it's just gonna have to wait a few more days. I forgot to show y'all my trough before I emptied and cleaned it just now. I need to bring the scrub brush and give it a good scrub on the bottom. It is actually still fairly clean. My major problem is I'm having trouble keeping the stuff from floating on the top. And those ducks that have been hanging out over here, I don't know if those 3 mallards are swimming and bathing in this and that's why it's getting so dirty. Or if one of the horses or both of the horses are washing their mouths out in it. But it has not been that dirty. I do not remember it getting that dirty on the top until I started seeing those ducks over here. And they need to stay out of my dang water. Water refilling. Horses are eating. And I'm gonna come let them out in just a few minutes and give them both some fly spray. They're really needing it right now. Back. Good girl. Back. Good girl. Back. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's good girl. We're gonna go fly spray, okay? Whoa. Courtney says, whoa. Courtney says if we start at the feet, that we're gonna be okay. What you think? What you think? Can we start? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, it's stinky, huh? I know it is. I just try to keep your flies off, okay? Should have no more flies, okay? Guys, such a good girl. That's such a good girl. Fly spray. I love it. I love it. Good boy. That is all for the day, guys. Not the day, but for right now. I am going to go tend to some chickens, but I've got a lot of chicken projects going on right now, so y'all will see some more of that later. Barbie and I are gonna have a little fun of our own without Mr. Tigger a little later on. We're not gonna do that right this second. He is still finishing his food, even though she is done, so she does have to stay put for just a second. But we will see you on the next one, and y'all have a great day.